Welcome, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about one of the easiest ways to boost your score in the exam, interview writing. I'm going to give you a simple, can't-fail method that will help you walk out of that exam hall with full marks. So let's get right into it.
Seriously? Think about it. This question is a golden opportunity, a real gift for easy marks. But there's a little secret, a specific technique to unlock that top score. And that is exactly what we are going to master right now.
So first, what are we even trying to do here? The examiner isn't just looking for you to write down some words. No, they want a conversation that feels, well, real. It has to be natural, it has to be logical, and it has to be meaningful, like you're actually listening in on two people talking. So how do we make that happen? We use this, the IGQAF blueprint. I want you to think of this as your secret formula, your cheat code for a perfect score. If you can just remember this one simple acronym, trust me, you are already halfway there. Okay, let's break this down. It's super simple. I is for introduction, you're just setting the scene. G is for a polite greeting, you got to start things off right. QA is the heart of it, right? The questions and answers. And finally, F is for a formal closing. This is the exact structure you're going to use every single time.
Okay, so starting with I for introduction. This is just one little sentence right at the top. Its only job is to tell the examiner who is talking to whom. Don't overthink it, okay? Just state the context.
For example, something like this. An interviewer is interviewing a famous scientist. See? It's clean, it's simple, and it immediately tells the examiner what's going on. A perfect start. Next up, G for greeting. Now listen, this might seem like a small thing, but it is absolutely non-negotiable. A polite greeting is the very first thing the examiner reads in your dialogue, and it sets a formal, respectful tone from the get-go. And it can be as easy as this. Interviewer, good morning, sir. Guest, good morning. That's it. This simple exchange immediately shows you understand how a formal interview works. All right, now for the main event, the Q&A. I want you to burn this number into your brain, 5 to 6. To get those maximum marks, you have to write at least 5 to 6 pairs of questions and answers. Any less, and you're leaving marks on the table. And there are really only 3 simple rules here. First, your questions have to match the person. I mean, you wouldn't ask a scientist about their favorite movie, right? Second, the answers need to be clear and sound realistic. And third, the whole conversation has to flow logically from one point to the next. And finally, F for formal closing. Just like you started politely, you have to end politely. A simple thank you from both people is the perfect way to wrap things up professionally. Okay, enough with the theory. Let's actually put this IGQAF formula to work. We're going to build a full mark answer right now, together, step by step.
Okay, first, we've got our situation, an interview with a doctor. Then we start with that non-negotiable step, the greeting. Good evening, doctor. Good evening. Simple, polite, perfect.
Here's our first Q&A pair. It's a relevant question, what inspired you, and a realistic, meaningful answer. I wanted to serve people and save lives. This is a really strong start. Let's keep that logical flow going. The next question naturally follows up. What are the challenges? And again, a very realistic answer about long hours and emergencies. Makes sense, right? Now, to make sure we hit our goal of 5 to 6 exchanges, let's add another one. Asking for advice is a classic interview question, and the doctor's reply is totally fitting and motivational. See how this conversation is actually taking shape? And this brilliantly illustrates our final step. After our questions and answers, we just close it out with a simple, formal thank you from both sides. Thank you for your time. Thank you. And boom, the interview is done, perfectly following our formula. It's also really important you know the difference here. A formal interview, which is what we're focused on, needs that formal tone and a structured Q&A. A casual conversation with friends, that's totally different. It's much more informal with a friendly tone. Okay, so you know the formula, but what's the real difference between a good answer and a perfect full mark answer? It's all about avoiding some super common mistakes and using the same methods as the highest scoring students. So the crucial point is this: avoid these mistakes like the plague. Skipping the greeting, giving one-word answers, asking weird random questions, or just stopping without a closing. Instead, do what the toppers do. Write at least 5 exchanges, use simple, natural language, and always use the proper format, name, colon, then the dialogue. Feeling a little overwhelmed? Don't worry. Here's a super simple memory track for when you're in the exam hall. G plus Q plus C. This just stands for greeting, your 5 or 6 question pairs, and then a closing. It's a fantastic way to remember the basic structure when you're under pressure.
We've covered a lot, so let's boil it all down into one final strategy. This is your blueprint for walking into that exam and grabbing guaranteed full marks on this question. Here it is, just 4 simple steps. 1. Always start with a polite greeting. 2. Write 5 to 6 question and answer pairs. 3. Make sure the answers sound realistic. And 4. Always end with a thank you. If you can master these 4 steps, you have mastered this question. It's that simple.
So there you have it. You've got the formula, you've seen the examples, and you have the strategy. If you followed this blueprint, this will be one of the easiest questions on your entire paper. So the only question left is, are you ready to go get those full marks?